Good afternoon, everybody. It's Friday, July 30th, and you're with me, Isaac.
And me, Alexander. So this week has been an exciting week thanks to the Tokyo Olympics.
Yes, it definitely has been. And I think I get to know about various sports that I had no idea they even existed every time the Olympics were held.
That's so true. In fact, many unusual sports were included in the Olympics and then were excluded.
For example, there's golf. It first appeared in the Olympics in 1900, but then it disappeared after the 1904 Summer Olympics.
Right, but it successfully made a comeback in 2016 at the Rio Olympics. Speaking of, I heard the second round of the men's golf competition is held today.
That's right. Two Korean golfers have competed in the event, and I heard it started at 7:30 this morning.
Wow.
And it's still ongoing.
Ongoing, oh my god. Well, we wish them luck. In the meantime, it's time to get started with today's episode of K-Ride. To start our Friday show, this is Oh My Girl with Dun Dun Dance.
발자국으로 가득한 무대 위에 올라 자유로운 몸짓 그 사랑스러운 느낌 oh yeah. 저 따분했던 하루와 일상에서 벗어나 oh, tonight Just you and I yeah. 지구를 던지고 떠올라 Go crazy 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 그 춤을 춰 떨리지 마야 지금 내 기분은 feel so high 멀리 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 떠나봐서 I just wanna dance 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 Oh baby give me baby give me baby give me more 나 멈추지 마 love this song Just wanna dance 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 Just dance just dance Hey shining like a disco ball 빨간 high heels on the look Got my eyes on you and you got yours 저 태양이 다시 누들 때까지 궁금한데 뭔가 달라 왠지 명구석이 있네 난 가려져 있는 게 보여 우리 모두 이상해 조금씩은 사람을 가장한 낯선 존재들처럼 Oh baby yeah 놀라지 않아 괜찮아 좀 더 가까이 와 다른 시선 따위 다 잊어버려 우리 늘 복잡한 저 세상과 기대에서 벗어나 Oh tonight Just you and I yeah. 지구를 던지고 떠올라 Go crazy 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 그 춤을 춰 떨리지 마야 지금 내 기분은 feel so high 멀리 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 떠나봐서 I just wanna dance 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 Oh baby give me baby give me baby give me more 나 멈추지 마 love this song Just wanna dance 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 Just dance just dance 어차피 작은 점일 뿐이야 보석 같은 아이야 몇 발짝 멀리 떨어져서 바라보면 돼 우리 dancing on fire Just you and I 지구를 던지고 떠올라 Go crazy 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 그 춤을 춰 말리지 마야 지금 내 기분은 feel so high 멀리 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 떠나봐서 I just wanna dance 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 Oh baby give me baby give me baby give me more 나 멈추지 마 love this song Just wanna dance 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 Just dance just dance
Struggling to bring Korean gifts to your country? Just shop at G-Market Global. No need to go to Myeongdong or Dongdaemun anymore. Plus, with our application, your shopping can be much easier. Download Gmarket Global application and experience smart international shopping right now.
안녕하세요. 칸타타 모델 정경호, 유연석입니다. 요즘 무슨 커피 마시고 있어요? 누군가와 함께 즐거운 시간을 보낼 땐 나누기 좋은 캔커피 칸타타. 나를 위해 집중하는 시간엔 빅사이즈 커피 칸타타 콘트라베이스. 요즘 시대의 커피 칸타타 콘트라베이스.
유플러스 아이들 나라 좋은 거 아시죠? 시각장애인 가정도 아이들 나라를 쉽게 볼 수 있도록 유플러스가 먼저 바꾸겠습니다. 점자 도서 리스트와 리모컨을 지금 고객센터 101로 신청하세요. 일상을 힘이 되게 바꿉니다. LG 유플러스.
You are listening to K-Ride on TBS eFM 101.3 in Seoul and surrounding areas. I am your driver, Isaac.
And I am your driver, Alexander. You can listen to us again through Naver Audio Clip as well as on Patbang. Visit our updated mobile app, TBS eFM, available on Google Play Store or Apple iTunes.
Also, tune in at our website, tbsefm.soul.kr, or our YouTube stream at TBS EFM Live, 보이는 라디오 from Mondays to Fridays.
Right. Happy Friday, everybody.
Yes.
Woo, TGIF.
How was your birthday?
Oh, it was good, actually. I don't know
Yeah.
why I was like so tired.
Mhm.
So, yeah.
I mean, in your birthday, it should be tired because you have to like keep constantly like 연락해 with other people, you know, and
근데
be
진짜
thankful
고마운 게 like at least people 연락해 to me. You know? Can you imagine if nobody 안 피곤해 왜 연락 없었어?
연락이 없어서 피곤해.
Right? Oh, then that would
연락
be so
기다리다
sad.
피곤해졌어.
Oh, right. So I think I'm like I'm so blessed. I'm really happy about it. And yeah, I've been watching like on TV now. They're actually showing Olympics fencing.
Yes, they are.
And then on the earlier, we were talking about the opening about weird tournaments or stuff. So apparently, the second round of the men's golf tournament was held this morning at 7:30
so early.
a.m.
Wow.
And it's still going on. This is crazy.
Wow.
Oh man. No wonder they canceled it. It's too
I
long.
know.
Right?
So golf, it's actually a common sport.
Right, it is actually.
But I think I think it came into Olympics pretty late
right.
compared to how popular it is.
And I think Korean is really good in golf, right?
Yeah, there are
Somebody said.
good players. there.
Right?
Yes.
So definitely it's good for us if they include it to the Olympics.
I know.
Right, but since golf has become a common sport now compared to the past, but what was the rarest sport you have ever tried in your life? Have you ever tried any weird sports so far?
Like me?
Yeah.
Have I ever tried like weird sport?
I think the really weird sports to me was esports. Computer.
Oh yeah, like if you put an E on it, that's
Right?
actually pretty
I
like,
know.
different, I guess. Like if you start calling it sport, that's another thing, you know.
그치, esports.
Because when you actually talk about sport, it feels like it has to be physical.
맞아.
When you put an E on it, then
But
like,
some people argue like that's still esports. You're using your brain.
that's true. And actually, the popular sports, the among like the teenager these days, it was usually like in America when you say like the most popular sport, there could be like American football and like baseball.
맞아,
And
맞아.
in Korea, I think like for teenagers, the fourth place came as an e-sport.
아 진짜.
Yeah.
So they actually consider that as a sport.
Yeah, and it's actually like a lot of people are doing.
근데
it.
esports 하면 칼로리 태우지 않아요, 여러분.
손가락 칼로리.
Oh, that's true. One click. That would be good. That's why our question of the day, it's actually quite related to this. It says, what was the rarest or most unique sport you have ever tried or any sports that you want to learn?
여러분이 시도해본 운동 중 가장 독특하거나 희귀했던 운동은 뭐였을까요? 배워보고 싶은 운동은 뭘까요?
Right, maybe food marathon? I don't know. Let us know at Shop 1013451 charge 101 for longer messages or let us know on our YouTube live stream chat page. And we have a few welcoming messages here.
From Monica YB 오또출. Happy Friday, everyone. 산더 어제 생일 잘 보냈어요? 삭디는 오늘 첫 뮤직 투고인데 평소 고민 상담 잘해주는 스타일이신가요?
오, 모니카님, thank you for helping me. 저 오늘 진짜 이제 진짜 청취자 덕분에 I don't have to 진행 anything anymore. They asked me the question about like 상담 and those things. Are you good in 상담? Giving advice.
I think I'm good at not talking.
안 돼. Not talking.
No, 상담's like about listening.
아 듣기만 하고.
But it's more like I mean, there's a lot of portion is about listening. I think 상담 is than
right.
talking.
So are you a good listener?
I'm not sure if I'm a good listener, but I'm sure I'm good at not talking.
안
get it?
돼. 근데
I can listen. Yeah.
then you're immune to naggings then somehow, I guess.
I guess you're not though.
I'm not.
You're so
People
not into
nag, I'm
nag-
like, don't talk to me. I'm like, Mom, enough. 엄마, 그만. You know, and then it's like, 아니야.
My parents actually they don't nag a lot, so
Oh, really?
thankfully, yes.
Oh, maybe you got the 유전자 from them. Quiet.
Maybe.
Right?
Yeah,
Just
so I
chill.
don't really nag a lot unless like
Right.
there are like I there are certain people that I nag, but except for
Mhm.
that, then I usually don't.
Oh, 근데 nagging is a mom's nature. Okay.
Anyway,
Don't
should we-
start bombing me. Sorry, other moms out there. 선천이 어서세요. 어떠출입니다. 오늘 휴가인데 어디 갈 것도 없어서 카페로 피신 왔어요. 날이 너무 덥네요.
맞아요.
햄버거 빨리 먹고 라디오 들을게요. 오늘 뮤직 듣고도 엄청 기대돼요. Right, so actually very hot today. 오늘 되게
Yes.
덥고 소나기도 있었어요. I think yesterday, right?
Oh, I don't remember.
So some people they were like saying 갑자기 비 왔대요.
Oh.
I think in Noan area or some different district. I don't know why.
The weather feels more like a summer country these days.
Nowadays
The
like
way
되게 답답하.
the way the rain's pouring and everything.
Right?
Yeah.
Tropical.
Very tropical.
It's like Philippines. 갑자기 태풍 오고 갑자기 like 비 오고 and then suddenly it's shiny again.
I know.
Right.
Philippines, Singapore, like the weather's kind of
Oh,
similar
맞아
that way.
습해 also. 야나 리아나 also say, oh my god, I'm expecting Isaac to dance. 산디 춤을 보여주세요. 어떤 춤을 어깨춤?
Why dancing all of a sudden?
I think 던던 댄스 때문에. I think.
Oh.
Oh no, I was just too busy talking about beep, off air talk with Isaac just now, so you saw me like banging my head on the table. Yeah, we're just talking too much. Holy Isaac.
Holy Isaac. 오늘부터 국어 사전의 멋짐의 뜻은 홍이삭. 하트 하트 하트. 감사합니다.
국어 사전?
너무 감사하네요. 저를
Are you a
칭찬해
국어
주시고.
사전?
No, I'm not 국어 사전.
What does it mean though? Like,
Oh, she's saying 그 멋짐 equals 홍이삭. So
아.
as a dictionary.
Oh, so in the dictionary when you say 멋진 is like 홍이삭. Oh,
That's what she's saying, yes.
holy 이삭님. Oh, 선수네요, 선수.
Yes. 선수시네요. 감사합니다.
Janice Arado also say happy Friday, Thunder Isaac, and everyone. Music to go for us listeners. I'll be observing the DJ's shared advices later. Yeah, I don't know whether we're good advisors, and we get to see Isaac actually
Listen.
고민 상담. 기대된다. I think you're a good 고민 상담 because you always hear me.
Really?
Yeah, you always hear me off the air talking about random stuff.
Because comparatively, you talk a lot more than me. So
그치? 딱 플러스 마이너스이네. 너무 웃겨. 딱이다.
I don't mind. It's fun though. It's fun listening to you. So
I have more off-air talk to talk, so we'll be right back after a song. This is NCT Dream with Danke Shoot.
주문을 외워보자.
유난히 고요하던 밤하늘을 바라보다가 유성처럼 떨어지는 별을 봤지. 떨어지는 별을 보고 가슴 속에 소원을 빌면 영화처럼 현실이 된다는 얘기. 예쁜 여자친구와 빨간 차가 갖고 싶었지만 너무나 원했던 것은 그 누구도 모를 거야. 한번 할 수 있다면 내 평생 단 한 번만이라도 얼마나 있었던 확실해진 내 초점으로 go on the most second guessing 그냥 믿고 처음으로 보기만 했던 게 이제 내 코앞 거의 됐어 거의 다 했으니까 좀만 더 don't wait for the whistle blow you make it won't go 그냥 내 맘대로 Don't 한번 할 수 있다면 내 평생 단 한 번만이라도 얼마나 짜릿한 기분을 느낄까 주문을 외워보자 야발라발리야 야발라발리야 한 번 더 될 때까지 Oh yeah, oh yeah 야발라발리야 뭐하리마 뭐하리마
So speaking about nagging and like talking, actually Aimlita say I'm also good at not talking. It's destiny with you. Ooh. And Kitty Girl actually said that I'm very good at nagging. 야, Kitty Girl 차단. Block Kitty Girl. 아, 아니야. Yeah, I'm actually a very good nagger.
Do you say like nagging? Does it always have to be like? I mean, usually when you say it's nagging, it feels kind of negative.
All right. Not really.
But like in a
negativism.
say, like if you
overall,
say,
it's actually negative, I think.
yeah, right. 근데 보통 이렇게 조언 이런 거 있잖아.
좋은
It could-
advisor.
It depends on how you see it. You could see it
Right.
as a nagging, or you could see it as advice. But
An advice, right? Oh, I don't know. I think I am a mixture of both. Yeah, let's see. Anyway, Kitty Girl continued and said, I'm excited for music to go today. Who's going to be the luckiest caller? Right, I'm also excited because we always have random callers here. I wonder if it's a girl or a guy. Do you want to have a guy listener or a girl listener?
as a first week, I don't mind guys. I think it's
So,
easier
you
because
don't mind guys. 여자는 더 좋다.
아 그럴 수 있죠. 제 남자니까.
아니야.
근데 usually like when I listen to guys, I think it's easier because I'm a guy. I get to like
맞아, you can
I
relate to it,
Yeah, I
right?
can be
맞아,
in their
맞아.
shoes easier. So
Exactly. 아랑백.
아람백님은 한 분은 잘 듣고 한 분은 잘 말하고 딱인데요.
우리요? I know, right? But I want to make Isaac talk more.
I talk a lot.
So after like how long more? 3 more weeks. 아이색의
내가
dark
말을 더 많이 하는
secret.
날이 올까?
아니 아이색의 시크릿 같은 걸 like 뽑아내야 돼. 클라크 교수님 늦은 어떠출이요? 아직 레슨을 분 연결 안 했죠? 네, 아직 안 했습니다.
아직
그거는
안 했어요.
2부부터 시작합니다.
네, 예가채님 특이한 운동이라고 하면 평소에 하지 못했던 운동인데 그런 운동들은 보통 학창 시절 체육 시간이 많이 하죠. 체육대 있을 때마다 높이뛰기 선수로 나간 기억이 나네요. 그때가 그리워요.
Alright, we're talking about unique and rare sports that you've ever did, and 예가채님 say that like usually during school times when you have to do the high jump. 저 너무 무서워요 그런 거.
I remember like a really like it's not a weird game, but like very rare game that I did not think of there existed. Like there used to be an Asian game when I lived in Busan, and I went to a game called Spectacro.
스파타크로가 뭐지?
It's like basically playing a volleyball with your foot,
나 알아 그거.
and it's pretty
People
cool.
like flip and
I know,
kick the
yeah,
ball,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
나
The
그거
net's
봤어.
really high. The
Right?
skill set itself is really like.
So 배구인데 손 대신에 다리만 쓰는 거잖아, right?
맞아요,
You use
맞아요.
your leg to play volleyball.
맞아요, and you have this like
와, 나도
small,
봤어.
like the ball is about big as your fist.
맞아.
And you have to have like an amazing control skill there.
So I saw a lot of 동남아시아 people that like 이런 무이타이처럼.
Yeah.
right? 와,
I
그거
think that's
신기했어.
pretty rare. I know it's pretty famous in like Thailand and everything.
맞아,
But,
맞아.
like if you think about other countries, it's like pretty rare.
Exactly. We're gonna read more messages later. Keep sending us the messages, letting us know what's the rarest sports you've ever seen, and we're gonna do a quick update about the COVID-19. So unfortunately, the newly confirmed cases is pretty high today, 1,710. So please, if you have any symptoms, call the KDCA call center 1339 or the Dasan call center 120. Always wear your mask and sanitize your hand. And as of the 12th of this month, the social distancing level has been elevated to 4. So private gatherings of more than 2 people will be banned after 6 p.m. and public facilities will be closed after 10 p.m.
And for those who received COVID-19 vaccinations, try to drink plenty of water and get some rest. You may experience some symptoms such as fever, muscle pain, and fatigue. To relieve the pain, you may take fever and pain medications that contain acetaminophen.
Ooh.
However, if the symptoms persist even after medicating yourself for 2 days, you must see a doctor. Also, if you experience breathing difficulties, extreme dizziness, or you feel like fainting, call 119 or visit the emergency room.
Right, so get ready for music to go in part 2. We're going to be right back after a song by Stella Jang. This is 피에로는 우릴 보고 웃지.
Ay. 빨간 모자를 눌러 쓴 난 항상 웃음 간직한 피에로 파란 웃음 뒤에는 아무도 모르는 눈물 에이. 초라한 날 보며 웃어도 난 내 모습이 너무 아름다워 모두들 검은 넥타이 아무 말도 못하는 걸 사람들은 모두 춤추며 웃지만 나는 그런 웃음 싫어 술 마시며 사랑 찾는 시간 속에 우리는 진실을 잊고 살잖아 난 차라리 웃고 있는 피에로가 좋아 난 차라리 슬픔하는 피에로가 좋아 에이.
TBS eFM.
Seoul has several spots that make up its cultural texture. We hope to introduce a selection of them throughout this year. The 7th edition of our tour around Seoul is the city's campgrounds. Whether it be with family or friends, a nice day spent camping is a sure refresher. Seoul's 5 campgrounds are the perfect spots to share this quality time. 3 spots are especially renowned, and they are the Noul Park, Cheongnam, and Nanji campgrounds. Located atop a hill, the Noul Park campground is known to be a prime spot to catch the most beautiful sunset in the city. Noul literally means sunset in Korean. The Cheongnam campground is situated within a large park and shows off a lush stretch of green. 180,000 square meter stretch, in fact. This spot is a popular choice for families. The Nanji campground runs along the Han River and is Seoul's largest camping site. Certain locations even offer multilingual reservation services, so check them out. If you felt like you were missing out on exploring Seoul due to the pandemic, we hope this audio tour brought Seoul closer to home.
Bringing Korea to you, TBS eFM.
Want to buy the hottest items you've just seen on a Korean TV show? Download Gmarket Global application and experience smart and easy international shopping right now. Your smart international shopping buddy, Gmarket Global. You shop, we ship all over the world. Just search Gmarket Global at your app store.
안녕하세요. 칸타타 모델 정경호, 유연석입니다. 요즘 무슨 커피 마시고 있어요? 누군가와 함께 즐거운 시간을 보낼 땐 나누기 좋은 캔커피 칸타타. 나를 위해 집중하는 시간엔 빅사이즈 커피 칸타타 콘트라베이스. 요즘 시대의 커피 칸타타, 칸타타 콘트라베이스.
유플러스 아이들 나라 좋은 거 아시죠? 시각장애인 가정도 아이들 나라를 쉽게 볼 수 있도록 유플러스가 먼저 바꾸겠습니다. 점자 도서 리스트와 리모컨을 지금 고객센터 101로 신청하세요. 일상을 힘이 되게 바꿉니다. LG 유플러스.
Please don't stop the music, music, Please don't stop the music, music, It's getting late.
TGIF! Happy Friday, everybody. Every Friday, it's a time for us to connect to our listeners through the phone, and this is Music to Go. And with this music background going on, 이삭 오빠 혼자 왔어요? 이 멘트 안 할 수가 없죠. So, like I ask you, are you good at,
Talking?
yeah,
I'm good at. I mean,
listening?
I think.
Are you
I'm
good at giving advice? Maybe, perhaps.
I think it depends.
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 On the
I
person.
honestly, I'm not really good at 연애 상담.
아, 연애 상담 제일 못한다고.
연애 상담 잘.
그럼 여러분 연애 상담 많이 주세요.
진로 상담 좀 할 수 있을 것 같은데.
진로 상담 Korea. Oh wow, really? Maybe I need to ask you about it then. So of course, every week we actually connect to our listener. So I'm curious because our first listener, I'm not sure is it a guy or a girl. You say it's better if it's a lady, right? Is that you
Yes.
prefer? So 아니야.
There's
You're like saying
preference.
if guys is like more relatable. So I think we are already connected. So 여보세요.
Hello.
Hello. Hi.
Hi.
자기 소개
Nice.
부탁드릴게요.
안녕하세요. Hello. I am a woman. Sorry.
Sorry. 영어 할 줄 알구나. Like English. You're a lady.
Yes.
Sorry,
yes.
Isaac.
Yes, I'm a lady in my 30s.
Uh-huh.
And I am a mother.
Uh-huh.
And I'm a very, I'm a huge fan of K-Ride.
Oh, thank you.
I'm an avid listener.
Oh, thank you so much. Wow. So,
No, thank you.
Yeah, so have you had lunch already? 밥 먹었어요?
I actually haven't.
Oh.
I ordered tteokbokki, the rosé one, which is becoming really popular.
Oh,
these
you mean
days.
the everything you need is on the ground. Sorry, 아재게. 네, 로제 떡볶이. 너무 맛있죠.
너무 맛있죠.
Isaac, have you tried 로제 떡볶이?
저 한 번 먹어봤습니다. I tried it
좋겠다.
once.
저 사실 한 번도 안 먹어봤어요.
어떠셨어요?
네. 저는 괜찮았어요. 사실 막 우와 막 이 정도까지는 아니었는데
Right, it's
그래도
like,
맛있었어요.
아, 그냥 로제 and 떡볶이, right? 맞아.
But
I
I
haven't
think-
tried it yet though.
근데 I heard 떡볶이 같은 거 먹는 거는 it's about like who you're eating with. I heard.
혹시
어.
누구랑 드세요? Who are you
저
having your
혼밥이에요. I'm
아.
having it alone.
혼밥.
You know, but I have to say, once you get used to it, it's better eating alone. Don't you think?
저도 혼밥족입니다. I love
Yeah,
eating
right?
alone. Right.
You can kind of enjoy the meal thoroughly, and you can just eat what you want without having to worry about what the other
맞아요.
person thinks.
And also, you don't have to worry about COVID, right? That's a good thing.
Exactly. So it's ordered. It's gonna take 70 minutes to come.
70? 70분?
Yeah.
한 시간 넘게 기다려.
Yeah, I ordered it 5 minutes ago, so it should get here like at 2.
아니 근데 nowadays it's very weird because 저도 시켜봤거든요. Sometimes they purposely make the time like 70 minutes, 60 minutes.
So they don't
Yeah.
order?
Yeah.
아니 근데 갑자기 30분 안에 왔어요. It comes in within 30
진짜요?
minutes. So I think I don't know. Maybe it's like their strategy is like like 그냥 바쁜 척하고 like 많이 주문 받지 못하고.
It could be.
Could
Right?
be, could be.
So let us know later how when it arrives. Text our 작가님, let her know Like where did your food arrive? 결국은 몇 분 도착하는지 궁금합니다. Anyway, of
Yeah,
course,
but,
today, what we are asking is like we're wondering whether you have any 고민 상담 or any if you have any problem, worries, or are you just here to share?
I actually called in because I have this thought going on in my head because we've reached, well, I don't want to say we, but I've reached that age where it's a point in my life where if I want to make a career change, it's now or never.
Oh.
That's what I feel like.
I see.
Because once you go past the 40 mark, I don't think it's easy than it used to be to make a career change.
Right. By the way,
So
I know you're going anonymous, but what's your nickname? Do you have a nickname?
you can call me Jay.
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 Okay, Jay.
Yeah.
Jay. Agent Jay.
Hi, Jay.
I'll say
Agent Jay.
Korea path. All right, please continue.
Yeah. So I don't know whether I'm kind of scared. Should I be settling for what I have now? What kind of like the job environment that I'm working in now? Or should I make like a huge decision and change my career path completely? I realized recently, Sander, that you had like a part-time job
All right, yeah.
secretly. And I was very happy that you were able to go through that because it's not easy doing two things at one time.
Right.
How was that for you?
It was difficult, I must say, at the beginning, because like I kind of mentioned, actually just confessed about it yesterday, and I felt dumb. I was like, oh my god, how did I do this? I felt like Paris Hilton in the TV show. Like, oh my god, how did I do this? Oh, and I did not even know how to start doing the resume. And then interview the
right. You went through the whole process.
Right. So for me, it was
Yeah.
it was just very basic. Of course, comparing to other people, this was a very basic thing. But it was like a new thing for me, and I'm glad because now, at least after I tried it, 앞으로 if I really want to do other jobs, and I could like prepare myself better and I know what
Right.
to do, right? But
Yeah.
for you, Jay, you're in Korea, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay. For you, I guess you're definitely more experienced than I. Wait, Isaac say he's good at 진로 상담.
I'm beginning to doubt myself right now.
I see.
Because
Oh.
I mean, when you say like when you have to decide around your 40s, well, if that's like your last choice, I mean, honestly, we're not like. I mean, we're almost there.
I
to our
know,
Yeah.
40s.
right?
So we're on the point. Like honestly, for me, I'm on a point where how far can I go with my music career?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think you're right because showbiz is more unstable than other jobs.
It is. It
right?
is. And like I feel like there's no like 뭐 일정한 막 수입이 계속 있는 것도 아니고, especially being a
맞아.
musician.
고정세. Oh, as a freelancer.
Unless you're like at a certain level of I don't know, like fame, I guess, in the music career,
Right.
you're not gonna have much like career at all in the end. So
Exactly.
Right.
yeah, I see some people go to teaching and everything. I see some people
Yeah.
do totally different things.
그쵸.
So
But
it must be pretty difficult for you to like 고민 진짜 많이 되실 것 같아요.
그쵸.
예.
But I think
Yeah. Because
for you, Jay, I think it's better. One thing better than us is like you have like 다양한 선택권이 있는 것 같아 우리보다. I think you have more
that's
choices.
true. Than the entertainment industry.
Right. I
Compared to
guess.
that, yeah.
Right. And
But I think I
also-
guess I'm really scared to take the leap because
Oh.
it's like a new change.
Uh-huh.
So
I think
just
are you a
debating.
good are you a person good at changes?
no, I'm not.
Oh,
That's the thing.
그래요.
That's the thing. Yeah, but I don't know if I'm like 100% satisfied with where I am.
Mhm.
I'm happy, but I think I can be happier somewhere else. I'm just very scared to take the leap. And if I wait longer, then that opportunity is not going to come to me anymore.
답이 나왔네요. No regret.
What is it? No regret? Take
No
the leap?
regret. The first priority is like without any regret, take the leap first. Right?
Yeah.
I think I'd rather you be scared and take the lead because if you don't do it in future, you're gonna be like 후회할 것 같아요. You know, you're gonna
Right?
I should have tried this. 그때는 왜 안 했었지? You know, then you can't really change time. You know, go back to
That's true.
right,
That's very true.
right. By the
Yeah,
way,
you can only take challenges when you're younger.
right, there's a random message here from 은빛 여우새. 가끔 일부러 혼밥 먹죠. 혼자 생각을 해야 하거나 그냥 편히
맞아.
먹고 싶거나 집에서 차리는 것보다 남이 해주는 것 그냥 먹고 싶었어요. So it's easier to just
맞아요.
eat outside alone.
But like, for me,
Yeah.
like about like going back to like career path, like
Mhm.
I thought, well, I thought my 20 was already late when I started music.
Hmm.
Being like really honest, and even like being in 30s, I feel like I'm still like behind a lot of people. You know the way I live, and I was looking at my parents, and my mom started learning how to like do quilt.
Uh-huh.
And she actually got a license for teaching Korean
Uh-huh.
when
Wow.
like 3 years ago.
Wait, how old is she? If you do you mind?
My parents are like 30 years older than me, so they're in their 60s.
Oh.
And the funny thing is,
Ah.
my parents are in Africa right now, and my mom started teaching like quilts to African ladies there,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
the purses they actually make, the ladies there started change their lives, and she started teaching Korean, and they're getting Korean licenses and everything.
Oh.
And I'm like learning how much like difference, or like how different of their life my mom's living. Like my mom used
Wow,
to
that's
teach.
really inspirational.
Yes, my mom used to teach in elementary school until she was like late 40s, and then she got out 은퇴하시고 나서 she supported my dad, and she actually was a dorm parents for like another 10 years.
Mhm.
And then after that, she learned Korean and did the quilt thing, and then she went to Africa and teach those African ladies and teaching
Wow.
Korean. So I feel like well, every person has their own timing, I guess. 근데 항상 you feel like
That's true.
yeah, and you feel like you're always like late on your choices whenever you start thinking. But
Mhm.
like looking at my parents, I don't think there's ever like late or early. It depends on how you like, as you said, how you like jump.
이상하게
You really are
잘한다,
doing
잘한다,
진로
잘한다.
상담. Yeah.
잘한다.
You shouldn't be
오.
sitting there. You should be like going to a counselor's office.
자격증 따러 가야겠네.
Yeah, but I think
Yeah.
that really inspires a lot of people. Like listening to how Isaac's mom is doing that.
Mhm.
So that means it's never too late to ever change. And for Jay, I think for you, take a leap of faith. And yeah,
Right.
without regret, try it first. Because you could always go back to where you originally were, but you could try something else, I guess.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think
guess
it's
like I
insane.
always knew it. It's just you needed that encouragement, you know?
I guess.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like actually, you know, like choosing like different path, you never know what's gonna come up.
그쵸.
And I feel
That's
like
true.
just being a musician, it's much more dangerous but exciting in a way.
Right.
Because you
Right.
never know what's gonna happen.
맞아요.
Because
Yeah.
all my parents who just my friends who just go like working off, their lives are basically the same, you know.
그쵸.
And
You want a
they're-
different
Yeah.
path, huh?
And like the way I live, like I have so many different things going on every time, and you
Mm-hmm.
never know what's gonna happen. Like you do nothing for a month, and then like the next month you're like the busiest person. You sleep
Mm-hmm. Right,
like 3 hours a
right.
day. I mean, those
Right.
things you never know. So like taking
Mm.
a leap, you never. I think it could actually give you like more adrenaline in your life in a way.
Give it a try.
Who knows?
I will.
저희가 책임을 지진 못해요, 근데.
You bear all the
Nice way to end it.
responsibility.
Nice way to end the counseling section.
It's like, don't call us after 1 year.
No, I don't think you should be a counselor.
갑자기 1년 뒤에 갑자기 전화 와서 Do you remember me? I'm
그러니까.
Jay. You guys messed up my life. 이렇게 하면 안 됩니다. Yeah, but I mean, give it a try. 저도 바뀌는 거 I don't like changes too. Honestly, I really.
아,
but
really?
yeah, I'm not a person
Yeah.
who likes changes, but yeah, these days I learned to, YOLO, you only live once.
That's
so
true, that's
give it
true.
a try.
Mm.
Yeah, so hopefully, I don't know whether, Sunshine actually sent us a message saying 나이가 들수록 무언가를 선택하는 건 쉽지 않은 것 같아요.
맞아요.
It's not easy to start
Yeah.
choosing, making decisions the older you get, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, and also
Yeah, there are
Rachel-
so many factors that come into consideration when you get older.
That's
Right.
I guess when you have to think about finances. You have to think about your family.
true.
맞아요.
There's all these things that you have to worry about. I think that's what causes the fear.
I mean, you
Yeah.
having a family, like for us, we don't really
I know.
have
그래서
any
저 알바할 수
responsibilities. So yeah,
있어요.
so it's easier for us to say it. But it's way. I think it's a whole different story for you. So
Right.
Yeah, and also as a woman, it's more difficult, especially when you have a family.
That's
like,
true.
you take the leap or not. That's what
I know,
you
right?
really consider. Yeah.
Yeah. Rachel actually also says 세상에 늦은 건 없다. 그냥 하지 않은 것만 있을 뿐. 그러니까 그냥 하세요.
맞아요.
Right. There's nothing,
Wow.
no such thing as a too late. It's just whether you don't not do it, you do it or not. But I must say, yeah, the society right now, also in Korea, it's still not so. It's much better already, but for women, it's still there's a lot of like inequality. 힘들죠.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
that's true.
Especially with COVID, too.
I know.
So many things to take into
I
consideration.
know.
맞아. So
Yeah.
yeah, hopefully, I don't know whether our advice helped you, but
It did.
Yeah.
It gave me a lot of encouragement.
oh, thank you. Hopefully,
But I will not forget what Isaac said.
인생
책임질 수 없다.
책임질 수 없어요. 맞아요. That's the most
I will
important
blame
part.
you if I regret.
맞아요. 딱 보험회사처럼 우리가 이런 거
맞아,
확실하게.
맞아.
맞아.
Right. Anyway, of course, before we let you go, we want to ask you: is there any song request?
This is one of my favorite songs by far. It's B.I.'s Illa Illa.
Oh wow! What's that song
Yeah.
about? Why do you choose this one? Why do you
It's
like
just
it?
the song in general, like the tunes and just the vibe. When I'm driving alone, like I like to listen to this song. There's no
Oh.
specific reason other than the fact that I just like listening to it.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you so much for calling, and please enjoy your rosé 떡볶이.
I will. When it does come, I will.
Yeah, update us about when it actually arrived, and yeah, we're gonna play this song for you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for
Thank
calling.
you.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
순정님 세대 삭디님 상담 잘하시네요.
아유,
그니까 잘한다. Yeah, you're good.
잘한다.
Yeah.
예.
아 말이 없다며요.
칭찬 받았다. 야.
Oh, you're good at 상담. It was very encouraging because I mean your case of when you told about your mom and
Yeah. My parents, the way my parents live, it's
Right.
very.
That's
like,
really good.
inspiring.
And going home님 also say 이상님이 연애 상담하면 어떨지 궁금하네요.
아, 연애 상담 정말 못합니다.
Relationship advice.
I really suck at relationship advice.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay. 어차피 저는 상담 받을 필요 없으니까.
그 상태에 대해서 좀 상담해 볼까요, 우리?
Oh, yeah. I think I need more 전신 상담. Anyway, thank you so much, Jay, for calling in. We're going to play the song request for her right now. This is B.I. with 이야 일라 해변.
해변 있었나요 소매 끝에 두 볼에 흐르는 물줄기를 닦아낸 탓에 해변 있었나요 눈꼬리 끝에 뜨겁게 차오른 물방울이 스며든 탓에 나 혼자 외딴섬 길을 잃었어 감정의 빈혈기 전쟁이 난 머릿속 추억의 물결 속에 발을 담그겐 심장까지 열어 붙을 만큼 차가워 해변 있었나요 소매 끝에 두 볼에 흐르는 물줄기를 닦아낸 탓에 해변 있었나요 눈꼬리 끝에 뜨겁게 차오른 물방울이 스며든 탓에 해변 알려주고 사라진 네 덕에 동공에 자욱한 안개는 거칠 날이 없네 둘이 걷던 모든 길을 편히 걷지 못해 사무치게 끌어안던 네가 이제 어깨에서 내려 눈가를 비벼고 게 아니라서 싫어 이런 나를 두고 어디가 내 기분은 폭풍우가 지나간 뒤적이야 해변이 있었나요 소매 끝에 두 볼에 흐르는 물줄기를 닦아낸 탓에 해변이 있었나요 눈꼬리 끝에 뜨겁게 차오른 물방울이 스며든 탓에 그리워하면 내가 제일 잘하는 일 울적하면 내게 가장 편안한지 깨져버린 맘의 모서리는 뾰족해질 테고 찔리는 건 어차피 또 날 테지만 익숙한 상처인걸 익숙한 작별인걸 어색한 안녕과 덩그러니까지 익숙한 장면인걸 있었나요 소매 끝에
Alright, we got a few message here. 자기 칭찬해야 돼. Isaac, wanna get a first message?
네, 제 칭찬 좀 해볼까요? 처음부터 이상님 유기농 가수라 그러신지 상담도 유기농으로 하신대요. 진짜 해결된 느낌. 감사합니다.
유기농 is like organic.
Yes.
Organic singer with organic advice. 너무 좋아요. 르모였어요. 저도 점심으로 떡볶이 만들고 있네요. 이열치. 와, 직접 만들으셨어요.
우와.
대박이다. 되게 귀찮지 않아요?
떡볶이 먹고 싶다.
Right? 자기 만들면 또 설거지 되게 힘들 텐데. Because when you
그쵸.
clean the 물엿 and all this thing, 되게 힘들 텐데. 순정이 어서세요. 삭디님 유기농 상담 특허 내세요. Get your organic certification for consulting.
Yes.
좋아요.
유기농 상품. 네, 삭디표 유기농 상품. 고잉홈님 뮤직 투고 듣다 보면 제가 했던 고민, 제가 하고 있는 고민들과 통해서 사람은 다 비슷하구나 싶어요. 그래서 힐링도 되는 것 같아요.
So this listener could relate to the situation with our callers and feel like, it seems like everybody is going through a similar thing. I'm glad that you guys are getting healed by this, and which means you guys are also getting good advice from Isaac.
Yay!
Yay!
It's my first day.
좋아요.
합격.
이미 너무 좋아요. 합격보다 it's like flying colors. Very, very good. Of course, we're going to be right back here in part 3 and we're going to continue this with a 상담. So we have one more listener to 상담.
Yes, we do.
So we're going to be right back
what
after
it
a
is.
song. This is B2B with Blue Moon. See you in part 3.
본능을 깨우는 소리 그 두근거림에 이끌리듯 몹시 자연스럽게 그대와 두 눈이 마주칠 때 그 순간 홀려버렸지 I believe that 첫눈에 반한다는 말 그 다음 차례는 용기를 내게 푸른 달빛이 맘을 비추고 그대 두 눈에 선명할 때 더 재사하게 더 딥하게 피아노 선율 위에 하모니 춤을 추듯 벅찬 꿈을 꾸듯 Oh baby tonight is the night 피아노 Y'all ready? In 3, 2, 1 Night has come again like what? Like a saxophone. 네가 원하는 대로. Yeah, girl, 네가 band 하면 나는 마야시로 너를 움직이게 할게 내 손짓 한 개로. 푸른 달빛이 이 밤을 비추고 그대 두 눈에 선명할 때 세상에 더 딥하게 피아노 선율 위에 하모니 춤을 추듯 벅찬 꿈을 꾸듯 Oh baby tonight is the night 라라라라라 숨죽이던 심장 박동 조금씩 거칠게 그대 그리고 날 호흡에 맞춰서 crescendo 더 touch 이 밤이 물들게 스스로 뿜뿜 now 그 다음에 자연스럽게 down 우린 알거울 없어도 서로에게만 취하지 와도 다 마침이 올 때까지 흠뻑 빠져들어가 아주 깊숙이 starless up in the sky 우리 비추지 하나부터 열까지 모든 것이
TBS eFM. Seoul Smarts, your one-stop guide to living in Seoul from TBS eFM.
On this Soul Smarts, financial support for small business owners. COVID-19 has taken a financial toll on our society, and some of those at the forefront are small business owners, of which there are an estimated 250,000 in the city of Seoul. In response, the Seoul Metropolitan Government will be making a 50% cut on all water utility bills for such businesses from July to December of this year. It applies to establishments that have an average monthly usage rate of 300 tons or less, based on the past year's records. Eligible businesses can apply through Arisu's online customer support center at il21.seoul.go.kr starting July 1st until March 31st of next year.
Seoul Smarts. Get the latest living tips on TBS eFM 101.3.
Hey guys, this is Panita from 한국어 천재.
다시 찾게 될 거예요 잊혀진 기억
Wow, can't believe that was 10 years ago already. Time flies. The K-pop singing competition totally changed my life. And this time, you get a chance to show yourself. If you're a foreigner or have a multicultural background, apply for the Oneness Festival right now. Oneness Festival is an on and offline K-pop singing competition presented by foreign language radio stations TBS EFM, BEFM, and GFN. Check out more details on the TBS EFM's website, tbsefm.seoul.kr.
The time is 1 p.m.
Carrot, 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 carrot 너무 좋아 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 너무 좋아 Fantastic, elastic 환상의 쇼 사랑해 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 K-Ride.
Join us every day from noon to 2 only on K-Ride.
K-Ride.
U 플러스 아이들 나라 좋은 거 아시죠? 시각장애인 가정도 아이들 나라를 쉽게 볼 수 있도록 유플러스가 먼저 바꾸겠습니다. 점자 도서 리스트와 리모컨을 지금 고객센터 101로 신청하세요. 일상을 힘이 되게 바꿉니다. LG 유플러스.
안녕하세요. 칸타타 모델 정경호, 유연석입니다. 요즘 무슨 커피 마시고 있어요? 누군가와 함께 즐거운 시간을 보낼 땐 나누기 좋은 캔커피 칸타타. 나를 위해 집중하는 시간은 빅사이즈 커피 칸타타 콘트라베이스. 요즘 시대의 커피 칸타타, 칸타타 콘트라베이스.
Before we hear the next story, we're gonna listen to 정세훈의 너와 나의 거리.
읽지 못한 한마디 쓰지 못한 편지 지금 달려가서 말라 하나둘씩 네 손을 잡고 말해주고 싶어 나 괜한 자존심에 날 밀어냈지만 아직 내 세상은 너로 물들어 있어 돌아와 이 말 한마디가 왜 이렇게 힘든 건지 oh yeah 너와 나의 거리 언제부터 멀어졌는지 지금 전에 걸면 우리 다시 가까워질까 너 날 거리 yeah 너 날 거리 oh yeah 너 날 거리 너 날 거리 너 날 거리 yeah 지금 어디야 집 앞에 있어 빨리 내려와 날 보고 싶어 널 사랑했던 시간 너는 아마 오늘 밤 꿈했던 널 거야 꿈속에서 아마도 날 looking for 자꾸 도망치지 마라 널 다시 붙잡고 싶어 풀리지 않는 너는 mystery 나의 destiny baby don't you know I won't let you go won't leave you alone 이제 너무 늦어버렸지만 너와 나의 거리 언제부터 멀어졌는지 지금 전에 걸면 우리 다시 가까워질까 너 날 거리 점점 멀어지고 네가 다른 사람과 함께 웃고 있어도 아직 내게 느껴져 그때 감정 그 느낌 그때 떨림 아니란 말 하지만 내게 누구보다 특별했었던 너니까 너와 나의 거리 언제부터 멀어졌는지 지금 전에 걸면 우리 다시 가까워질까 너 날 거리 너 날 거리 oh yeah 너 날 거리 너 날 거리 너 날 거리 yeah
You're listening to K-Ride on CBS eFM 101.3 in Seoul and surrounding areas and 90.5 in Busan. I'm your driver, Alexander.
And I am driver Isaac, and I am. Oh, I got it. Sorry. You can listen to live with our updated mobile app TBS EFM, available on Google Play Store and Apple iTunes. You can listen to us again through Naver Audio Clip as well as on Papa.
Right. Also, tune in our website, tbscfm.so.kr, and our YouTube stream at tbscfm live.
You can always check us out on Instagram page kride.tbs as well.
Right. So since the number of newly confirmed cases are spiking, please abide by the social distancing measure as well. As of the 12th this month, the social distancing level has been elevated to level 4, which means private gatherings of more than 2 people will be banned after 6 p.m. and all public facilities will be closed after 10 p.m.
And today's question of the day is, what was the rarest, most unique sport you've ever played or ever tried? What sports do you want to learn?
Right.
여러분이 시도해본 운동 중 가장 독특하거나 희귀했던 운동은 뭐였나요? 배우고 싶은 운동은 뭘까요?
Right. And also, we are back with music to go. And I'm so distracted with the TV earlier.
I know.
78 kilo weight
Plus, yes.
women doing judo.
Yes.
Judo. Wow, 어떻게 넘어? That's so difficult.
I know.
I think that's a rare sport for me.
Judo
That's
itself.
really, yeah. I don't think I could flip anybody heavier than I am.
I
대단하다.
know.
Of course, we're back with music to go, and so far, Rachel이 also say music to go 진짜 재밌어요. It's fun. I'm
다행입니다.
glad.
선샤인님 뮤직 투고는 피자도 주시지요. 얼마나 좋은 프로그램인지.
맞아요, guys. A reminder: if anybody is brave enough to give us a call for 상담, you actually get a pizza coupon.
Yes.
So 얼마나 좋은데요. 같이 상담도 받고 피자도 먹을 수 있고. 와우.
너무 좋네요.
2조 1석. Right.
나도 상담할래.
이렇게
아무
그럼
피자.
코너 가서 여보세요.
전화해.
여보세요. 저 산도예요. Yeah, ask your friends to actually call.
Sure.
And of course, we have our next listener here, and I think we are connected already. 여보세요. Hello.
Hello, guys.
Hi. 자기소개 좀 부탁드릴게요. Please introduce yourself.
Oh yeah, I'm a mid 20-year-old Korean American living here in Seoul. Big fan of K-pop, and we've been listening to your show for years, and it's great to be on.
All right. So your nickname is Kim. I heard that.
Yes.
Hi, Kim. So what's your occupation? What do you do?
I could say I'm a reporter / writer working in broadcast entertainment business.
Wow, nice. Oh, wow. So have you had your lunch? The first question.
Have I had lunch?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had actually pasta that I ordered.
What kind of pasta?
Carbs. It was a cream bacon pasta.
Oh, carbonara.
You just talked about that.
I was saying that I didn't want, for me, I want rosé 떡볶이 말고 까르보나라 떡볶이 먹고 싶다. I wanted something like cream 떡볶이. Oh, man.
Yeah, it was delicious because I was feeling tired, so I needed some carbs, and I think I made the good, wise decision.
Can you send us some, please? 우리 지금 배고픈 것 같아요.
Yeah, after the show, just hit me up and I'll...
Right, first thing first. You are a guy, Isaac.
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I think so.
Right. So, Kim, what kind of 고민 do you have?
Well, these days, as I kind of approach my mid to late 20s, dating is important for people my age. But nowadays, since I'm not a young college student anymore, I'm starting to think if I potentially meet a girl or get in a relationship, do I go in with the idea of just having a casual or short-term thing, or do I go in with the thought of maybe seeing long-term marriage kind of, mindset?
Wow, this is so deep. 20대 후반이니까 이제 대학생이 아니고 연애 상담.
Wow.
이제는 짧은 연애 하는 게 맞을까요? 아니면 결혼까지 생각했어?
Why are you crying? 남 일이 아니야?
이사가 잘해봐. Good luck. Oh, this is very interesting because this is a very realistic question for a lot of guys. 특히 남자들, right?
It is.
Because 20대 후반부터 we're like, 진짜 결혼해야 되나? 연애해야 되나?
I think you're a pretty responsible guy though.
Oh, that's so true.
Well,
이런
the
고민하는
thing
것
is-
자체, right?
그러니까.
My parents got married actually at my age, and my mom would always tell me you should wait till you're 40 until you're financially and emotionally stable. But the thing is, as you approach 30 and more people around you get married,
Yes.
I know Chris Rock said in a bit, you don't want to be the old guy at the club. You're not old, but you're too old to be out. So that's
아 뭐가 찔렸지? Wait.
we don't, I don't know. 우리가 이렇게 말할 자격이 있는지 잘
I
모르겠는데.
know. 그냥 그렇게 생각하면 돼요. 20대 넘으면 30대는 우리처럼 그냥 포기하고 고민 없을 거예요. When you reach our age, when you're in your 30s, you could just be single like us and be hopeless and yeah, 그때는 고민 안 해도 돼요. 아니, okay. Joke aside, I don't know. I think it always goes back to 김연자 선생님.
Yes.
연애는 필수, 결혼은 선택. You know, yeah, I think you should date. I think there is no formula. If you like somebody, 일단 사귀어야죠. 좋은 사람 있으면, right? And then afterwards, you don't have to even decide whether it's going to be. I think it's not up to us to decide whether it's going to be short or long-term relationship. It's like 사귀다가 맞다, 이 사람이랑 결혼하는 거 맞는 거 같아요. Then it would naturally become a marriage. And, or if you even though if you think like 이 사람이랑 결혼해야지, and then 막상 사귀다가 별로다, then you would just naturally break up, right?
I guess so.
Am I too negative?
Don't worry about age and just kind of go with the flow. Is that what I'm getting?
Right.
Yeah.
Even me, I'm like, come on. I still think I'm not the oldest guy in the club. Sorry, 자기 칭찬.
But I think Kim, I think he's pretty financially stable though. Can I
Do you
be
think
honest?
so?
Because I mean, you're thinking of actually like getting married, meeting
Right?
a person, right?
오빠
Well,
돈 많아요?
Comes to my mind is because I tend to meet girls that are a little older, so dunas. So that's why some of them have brought up like the topic of marriage, which is why I started thinking about it.
연상 많으면 그럴 수 있겠다.
That's a whole different story. Yeah.
Right. 저도 그래. I understand. Because 우리 나이 때 we meet a 연상. Usually they are also considering marriage already.
Yes, they
right?
very seriously sometimes.
맞아.
Mm-hmm. But for me, like the way I heard it, my friend told me that when you want to know someone or when you want to know them deeply, you should actually go through them with like all the seasons.
So 일단 사귀어봐야.
그러니까 좋으면은 만나는 것 자체는 I think there's no problem. But
Right.
just thinking about the marriage aside, just go through them, just like be with them and know their personality.
Right.
And just 그러니까 사계절을 지내봐야 좀 뭔가 안다라는 얘기 들은 적 있어요.
야 뭐야, 연애 상담을 잘하시네. 못한다면서. Okay, he was like saying that he's like I suck at like relationship consulting or whatever, and now he's giving such good advice. 완전 사계절 그 태연 사계절이네. 사계절은.
For me, I would say don't rush it though. Like I think you still have time.
근데 결혼은 진짜 rush하면 안 돼요. 확실하게 you have to know whether you guys really match and click. I know it's a waste of time, especially a lot of people like saying that. I know a few friends who actually the girls side say that 만약에 나랑 결혼할 생각 없으면 내 시간 낭비하지 말고 let's just break up, you know?
That's so sad though.
Right? 되게 현실적인 말도 있긴
그러니까.
하지만 but you can't force it.
If you actually, if I mean, 만약에 여자 쪽에서, if someone says that to you, I think you should break up.
I know,
because
right?
you're not. You're way more worth it than that.
이런 거. We have a few messages. 모니카 YBHC래. 요즘은 결혼 적령기나 결혼을 꼭 해야 해. 이런 시대는 아닌 것 같아서 그것을 너무 신경 쓰지 않아도 될 것 같아요. Right.
맞아요. You don't have to get married like
그쵸.
on like certain
Right?
age or like.
Unless
Yeah,
you, 속도 봐. 아랑 백 선생님 나이에 쫓기고 주변에 쫓겨서 결혼하면 나중에 엄청 후회하실 거예요. That's so true. If you are pressured to get married just because of age or because of the surrounding, you're gonna regret.
Yeah.
Right?
But even though like you get to know them for a long time, I think there's gonna be like a fight. I mean,
Right.
the conflicts are still gonna be the same, but I
Right.
guess.
I think 산더텀이 없었어요. 연애랑 결혼은 완전
완전.
다르죠. 맞아요. 연애는 그냥 가볍게 해도 상관없고 there's like not much responsibility there, right?
I'm Lita says, Albert, you're so young. Please just enjoy your life. If you want to date with someone, just do it.
Interesting. If you just want to enjoy, just enjoy your life. 근데 I do understand. 그리고 I mean, 연상 여자 중에 there's a lot of ladies who doesn't want to get married too.
Oh,
Yet.
really?
Yeah.
Right. There's like given one of the very famous example is like I don't want to like gossip, but you know nowadays there's like so there's people like 우리 강아지, you know 이렇게 부르는 남자친구도 있잖아요, you know. So why not? 그런 여자 만나도 I mean as long as you guys are happy, then why not?
Are you like actually in a relationship? Can I ask you this?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I've been meeting someone for about a year now.
Oh,
Is it 연상 or 연하?
Yeah, it's older.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
do,
I-
30대
Not
50대?
rushing anything, but
Uh-huh.
obviously I have to be responsible, think about
Yes,
the other person.
and you
too.
should start thinking about it also, right?
Yeah.
But yeah,
Ah.
that's another stress. I
What
guess.
about the 나이 차이?
It's about 5 years.
오,
어.
5살 연상 애매하네. 그 30대 초반이겠네요, right? Around early 30s.
No, but I think you guys are right. If I do marriage, it should be with a happy mindset and not one from pressure.
Mhm.
So
It reminds
you
me
just gotta
of
go with the
It
flow.
reminds me of what my sister said actually. Marriage is supposed to be the byproduct of love. So you're supposed to love each other. Oh, 갑자기 so deep. Oh, shout out to my sister. She was like saying
I like that.
right? It's a byproduct of love. It's supposed to be 서로 사랑하니까 결혼하고 싶어. It's not like 우리 결혼하고 나중에 뭐 결혼하니까 더 사랑하겠지 아니겠지, right? Because a lot of people they're doing that and then they're like saying 아 사랑이 떨어지니까 let's just have kids. This will make our relationship 더 단단해. And they try to just make it, you know, it's really bad. So
But yeah, I mean, I think 5 years ahead.
right.
That's a different story though. But I
What do you
think
say?
you being honest to her, that's like the most important thing.
Yeah, honesty is the best policy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I'm not that worried because I feel like you're like a responsible guy because of like if when you think about those things and you're actually trying to like have some answers or you're 그러니까 경험 상담까지 생각한다는 거는 you're pretty serious about it too. So
클라우키님 say 삭디 경험 다음에 위한 조언이에요. 완전 잘하시네요. Why are you so good at this? Are you secretly like married and have kids? 솔직히 아들 있지, 딸 있지.
저기 I know.
디스패치한테 전화해야겠다. Anyway, Albert, so I hope the first question, do you have any more 고민 aside from this? Because I hope this one was helpful.
Oh yeah, the next one actually is about like working out because I know Xander is a pretty big fitness fanatic. So
Oh,
This
Yeah,
is
these days.
this is for you.
I work
I
out
just-
to eat.
yes, right, but
Right.
you're like skinny and muscular. So my question is, as a skinny guy who has a hard time putting on weight, is it better to just bulk up first and then cut, or just try to body recomp and just get cut and big at the same time?
I think if it's hard for you to be bigger, you have to eat more. 근데 a lot of people always think like bulking is like eating pizza and dirty food, you know, a lot of milkshake, fast food 다 먹어야 되는. It's more like 단순히 you eat normal food but just increase the portion of it. So 먹어야 돼. Because 무조건 if you want to be bigger, you need input. So I think you have to eat a little bit more. And then just when your muscle is bigger, afterwards 나중에 자연스럽게 you know cutting하면 되니까.
Do you have like any
간단하게.
good workouts in particular that you do all the time at the gym?
Honestly, for muscle and physics, like 좋게 보이기 위해서는 무조건 gym. It has to be gym. Because I do CrossFit to burn calories for my overall stamina, but like for the outlooking, if you want to have like a bigger chest or like nicer muscle, it has to be gym. So if you are financially okay, I mean PT 하는 게 추천합니다. Yeah,
Okay.
personal training. I think it's good because 혼자 하면 좀 I'm not a type I could do it alone. I need somebody to force me, you know.
And like working out, you need a good posture though, right?
Right,
And
맞아.
someone who could actually guide you with the postures and
Exactly.
everything.
짝짝이 하면 갑자기 가슴 짝짝이 하면 안 되니까. It's very you got an unbalanced body. Yo.
I actually have a question though.
Yeah.
You know those people like when you have six packs,
Mhm.
there are people with like a very even six pack, and there are
Right.
people with little cricket.
맞아. 그거 유전자예요.
Oh,
You're
really?
born with it. So it's like
that's not about like working out.
맞아. It's like how you're born with your six pack. Some people are like aligned.
Uh-huh.
Some people are like different. So it's all 타고난 것 같아.
I see.
But I heard that there are surgeries to fix that. Some people say, but I don't think you need to do that. Six pack 있으면 되지, right?
맞아요.
Which one do you have, Xander?
나중에 인스타 가서 확인해 보세요. Of course, before we let you go, any more questions, by the way?
Oh, any more questions? Yes. Last one actually is kind of one that I think most Kyopos can relate to. It's, do I stay in Korea long term, like settle down here for the next 10, 15 years, or is it time eventually to go back home to America or Hong Kong or wherever I'm from?
That's hard.
I must say 일단 한국에 있어요. 어차피 코로나 때문에.
여자친구는 한국에 있고.
Right, exactly. So enjoy your time in Korea first. When it's time, God will call you, and even though you don't want to go back, you have to go back. So yeah, it'll be a time. Anyway, hopefully our advice actually help you. And before we let you go, of course, 신청곡도 받아야 되니까. Is there any song request you want?
Yes, I've been listening to this a lot. It's a pretty good song. Can I request Melody by Ash Island?
Okay, Ash Island Melody. No problem. All right, hopefully we helped you a bit. I don't know whether we're helpful or not. And,
oh no, it was super helpful. I'm gonna stew over it over a nighttime beer and just think about my life now.
Right. Hopefully you could also enjoy your pizza gift con. You could eat pizza and go work out also. And hopefully you have a nice weekend.
Thanks, fellas.
Thanks for calling.
Thank you.
Bye. All right. Thank you so much for calling. We're going to be right back after his song request. This is Ash Island with Melody.
어딘가 들어본 듯한 이 멜로디 떠올라 작은 기억들이 my memories 날 담아서 finding coins too much 기억할 수 없는데 엄한가 loser 어딘가 들어본 듯한 이 멜로디 떠올라 작은 기억들이 my memories 날 담아서 finding coins too much 기억할 수 없는데 엄한가 loser 난 처음 너의 바람이 되고 싶어 세상을 다 주겠다고 약속을 해 많은 눈들의 착하게 나에게 논란이 되어 너만 힘들게 했지 더 잃을 것도 없었는데 난 너와 비교해서 참 나는 못돼 사람이 됐고 모든 내 말들이 널 위한 거였단 핑계가 돼 이제 혼자 살기에는 버거운 집과 혼자 앉아있기 너무 커서 오빠도 다 쓰지도 못하는 돈과 널 데려다 줄 만한 큰 차 못 다 가져버리고 나서 나 TV에 너와 함께 보던 영화 흘러나오다가 혼자만 옆에 없잖아 너가 하루 종일 싸우고 하는 채 잠들어도 좋아 다 괜찮으니 와서 채워주라 이 소파 혼자 네 공간이 너무 꼭 필요해 너가 어딘가 들어본 듯한 이 멜로디 떠올라 작은 기억들이 my memories 날 담아서 finding coins too much 기억할 수 없는데 엄한가 loser 어딘가 들어본 듯한 이 멜로디 떠올라 작은 기억들이 my memories 날 담아서 finding coins too much 기억할 수 없는데 엄한가 loser 오늘 것 같았던 약속을 손을 잡아주겠다던 너와 나 앞이 안 보일 때 너가 돼주네 겨울에 함께 봤던 탈났지 아무리 추워도 나 with you 불이 꺼서 제일 만남 I don't love you 너만 알던 때 그때 그 기억인 듯 아직도 너댔던 노래들의 가사들 뻔한 듯했던 그 멜로디가 익숙하던 예전 그대로 고정됐던 곡 뻔하던 그 제목 초라해질까봐 난 말을 못했어 어딘가 들어본 듯한 이 멜로디 떠올라 작은 기억들이 my memories 날 담아서 finding coins too much 기억할 수 없는데 엄한가 loser 어딘가 들어본 듯한 이 멜로디 떠올라 작은 기억들이 my memories 날 담아서 finding coins too much 기억할 수 없는데 엄한가 loser
All right, that's it with our music to go. We have one more message from Sanda Tomi. You want to read it for us?
만나는 기간은 중요하지 않은 것 같아요. 제
음.
친구 중에 10년 만나고 헤어지는 커플 보고 느꼈어요. 둘이 진짜 결혼할 줄 알았는데
Right. So some people, like this listener's friend, actually dated for 10 years, but they actually broke up afterwards. Thought that they're gonna get married. So that's so true. 이런 거는 진짜
You
it's
never
all
know.
about fate.
Yeah, you never
맞아요.
know.
So how do you like this corner? Good.
Yeah, like relationships are pretty hard always, I think. It's
맞아요.
always different, always like, and you think of how you lived, you know?
잘하고 있으면서. Thank you so much. Your advice was
that's
really
fun.
helpful today. We're going to be right back for our last part of the show after listening to a song. This is 적재 with 별 보러 가자.
찬 바람이 조금씩 불어오면은 밤 하늘이 반짝이더라. 긴 하루를 보내고 집에 들어가는 길에 네 생각이 문득 나더라. 어디야 지금 뭐해? 나랑 별 보러 가지 않을래? 너희 집 앞으로 잠깐 나올래? 가볍게 겉옷 하나 걸치고서 나오면 돼. 너무 멀리 가진 않을게. 그치만 네 손을 꼭 잡을래. 멋진 별자리 이름은 모르지만 나와 같이 가줄래. 찬 바람이 조금씩 불어오면은 네 생각이 난 그렇게 나더라. 긴 하루 끝 고요해진 밤거리를 걷다 밤하늘이 너무 좋더라. 어디야 지금 뭐해? 나랑 별 보러 가지 않을래? 어디든 좋은
TBS eFM.
The following public message is brought to you by the Korea Broadcast Advertising Corporation.
안녕하세요, 브레이브걸스입니다. 음료를 주문할 때 개인컵을 사용하는 것처럼 음식을 포장할 땐 다회용기를 사용해보세요. 일회용품은 줄이고 환경은 아끼고 오늘부터 함께 용기 내볼까요?
용기 내 용기 맛있는 걸 담아갈 때 용기 내 용기 식당에서 카페에서 용기 내 용기 어디서든 언제든지 용기 내 용기
애정한다 착한 용기 애착 용기와 함께 깨끗한 지구로 역주행해요. 공익광고 협의회.
There are several things that have been redefined or reimagined after the onset of the digital era. The word swiping has a new meaning, and the pound sign has a new name, the hashtag. While many move through these changes seamlessly, much of our elderly population has trouble keeping up. Digital literacy among senior citizens is a major issue the city of Seoul is combating head-on. And one solution it has put forth is hosting regular digital education classes for senior citizens.
Classes cover a range of skills, starting from installing apps to getting directions and how to use video chatting functions. Digitalization has brought on many useful and meaningful features, and it is only fitting that all members of our society get to enjoy them. For more information, visit Seoul Senior Welfare Center at seoulnoin.or.kr.
Bringing Korea to you.
플러스 아이들 나라 좋은 거 아시죠? 시각장애인 가정도 아이들 나라를 쉽게 볼 수 있도록 U 플러스가 먼저 바꾸겠습니다. 점자 도서 리스트와 리모컨을 지금 고객센터 101로 신청하세요. 일상을 힘이 되게 바꿉니다. LG U 플러스.
We'll be back after Cho So-jung and Kwon Sun-kwan of Dolly Fly Sunshine.
Sunshine 햇살 바라보던 널 바라본다 그댄 나지막히 너를 부르고 마주치는 풍경 맘이 녹이네 Sunshine 돌아가지 않기 잘했어 변함없이 내게 웃어줘요 끝없이 나는 그대가 필요해요 얼어붙은 맘들 모두 녹이고 가까이 가면 갈수록 눈이 부셔서 오늘 나를 비춰주면 내일은 또 어떡하죠 맘속에 너 Always sunshine Always sunshine Always sunshine 변함없이 내게 웃어줘요 끝없이 나는 그대가 필요해요 얼어붙은 맘들 모두 녹이고 가까이 가면 갈수록 눈이 부셔서 오늘 나를 비춰주면 그게 나를 잠들게 해 맘속에 너 Always sunshine 우후후후 매일매일이 새로워 그대 작은 표정 한 점까지 Yes, you're my shining 함께 걷는 이 길을 따스하게 비춰줘요 Yes, you're my shining 멀리 봄이 오고 있네요 Yes, you're my shining 함께 걷는 이 길을 따스하게 비춰줘요 맘속에 너 Always sunshine
Welcome back to part 4 on K-Ride on TBS EFM 101.3 in Seoul and surrounding areas and 90.5 in Busan.
Don't forget that you can re-listen to part of the show on Naver Audio Clip as well as on Patbang. Also download our mobile app TBS EFM available on Google Play Store or Apple iTunes to hear us live.
Our live show will also be accessible on our website tbsefm.seoul.kr as well as on our YouTube stream under TBS EFM Live. 보이는 라디오 from Mondays through Fridays.
And don't forget about Instagram at kride.tbs TBS. Today we've been asking everybody what was the rarest or most unique sports you have ever tried and what sports do you want to learn?
여러분이 시도해본 운동 중 가장 독특하거나 희귀했던 운동은 뭐였을까요? 혹시 배우고 싶은 운동은?
Elena Balance it. I've tried bowling, volleyball, basketball.
Wow.
Felt so awkward trying those because of my height and interest. Trying new things out of my comfort zone are scary for me, but still worthy of learning. Right? There's so many different sports out there, I must say.
It is. There's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I never learned cricket before.
Oh,
Do you know how to play them?
No. 되게 어려워 보이는데,
그러니까,
그게.
I heard it's really, I mean, it's really famous, but not famous in Korea. Like,
You know what I want to try there? Curler인가? The
curling.
ice curling.
Curling sounds pretty fun though.
Right?
계속
Just get a
밀고.
이렇게
Gotta
하고.
swipe it.
I want to try that. That should be fun.
True. Priya Nador is saying, a unique sport I tried. I did play a round of chess.
Ooh.
Chess is considered as a sport. It was quite stressful because I never played by the rules before and it takes a lot of patience.
Oh, chess is definitely 어려워. Chess, it is a sports competition, they call that.
It is.
And I don't know, but chess is like really, I did not know there's so many formula. There's this Netflix drama called Queen Gambit.
Yes.
Queen of Gambit?
Queen's Gambit.
Queen's Gambit? Oh man, I just watched the first episode. I was like, wow, I did not know there's so many strategy and names and
It makes you kind of want to play chess. Though.
Right, I did actually. I was like, I didn't care about all this like, but then they calculated, right? From like 그냥 마음대로, whatever. I just want to move, you move there.
It's so strategy thing.
Oh, maybe we should play chess next time.
Maybe.
Landichi also says, sport I tried is arnis. It's a martial art that is mainly stick fighting.
Oh, wow.
I did it for PE class. It's fun, but I don't like fighting since there are sticks involved. I got home with bruises in my body. 아프겠다.
In PE class, they teach you martial arts. That's
I
pretty
think it's
cool.
like, I think this listener, I forget which country you are from, but some Southeast Asian country, they have this martial art thing.
It's like a traditional.
맞아.
Oh.
So it's like 검도 같은 거, you know?
Oh.
So, oh man, 근데 스틱 진짜 아프겠다.
그러니까 you actually have to hit them with the stick.
If you accidentally hit your finger with it, 진짜 아프겠다. Speaking of 아프겠다, yeah, 맞아요. Everybody's talking about my 등 대신?
등신대.
등신대. Okay. So, yeah, I didn't know Kevin talked about it. 맞아요. 목이 부러졌어요. 어쩐지 아침에 목이 되게 아팠어요, 제가, you know?
아, 진짜요?
Yeah, I was like, 이런 거. 아니야, 괜찮아. It's fine. It's just a paper thing got printed, but yeah, the PD님 who made that, I think she was upset about it. But yeah, whatever. At least I am fine. Yeah, 저 목이 괜찮은데.
His next fine. Very healthy. 모니카 saying, 저는 초등학교 운동회 때 달리기 시합하면 엄마가 뛰는 폼은 1등인데 결과는 항상 꼴찌라고 계속 놀리셨어요.
Paul is saying that her gesture of running, the posture is like
first
number
place.
one, right? But always at the end. 맨날 그래, 저도요. 뛸 때 I feel like, 와, 진짜 빠르다. 와, and I'm like, 꼴등.
운동할 때 이렇게 거기도 그렇잖아. When you work out, you know,
right?
Like your posture is like
I'm so
good with like so.
누가 찍어주면 like 뭐야? 멋 없어.
무게도 막 요만해.
맞아.
tiny.
And then 제일 짜증나는 거 진짜 무겁게 할 때는 those people like 이거밖에 안 돼?
Really? People say that?
The worst one is like 특히 남자들 듣기 싫은 말은 they were like saying that it's like 여자들 옆에 오빠 이거밖에 안 돼? 왜 이렇게 가볍게 해? Then we're like 60kg야. 네가 해봐봐 그럼. Because we're spoiled by Instagram and all this SNS. That's why. I guess. Yeah, 어려워.
Going Home님 saying, 운동은 숨쉬기 운동만 잘해요. 운동신경이 없어서 학교 다닐 때 제일 싫어했던 과목이 체육이었어요. 체육 시간에 쓰러지는 아이들이 제일 부러웠는데 저는 튼튼해서 쓰러지지도 않았어요.
So Going Home say that she is really bad at exercise, doesn't have any talent in like exercising, and always hated PE classes before in school, and always envy the kids who actually faint or pass out during class because she's so healthy that she doesn't actually pass out. 이해해요, 저도. You know what I hated was like, 맨날 when I was younger, we had this like 높이 뛰기, you know this thing? You have to jump over
yes. I forgot that.
right.
Yeah, I forgot the name.
So you have to jump over the hurdle with your hand pressing on it. 진짜 못했어. I stop in front of it all the time. I have like this phobia of it. So 딱 가서 I was like jump 하려고 and I stopped.
I had fun though. doing that.
못해.
I was one of the highest ones in the class.
Really?
Yeah. You know, people, we always like compete. Like,
Right.
Everyone competes until they get the highest ones. Like
Right.
Yeah, whoever jumps over it. So yeah, I had fun.
그거 뭐 잘못되면 남자 진짜 아파. 조심해야 돼.
맞아.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for sharing your answers. Of course, we do have some, sports that to share here, which are sports that are no longer included in the Olympics. So apparently, motor boating, which is a water motor sport, it was in 1908. It was an official sport only once at the Olympic Games. So that's like jet skiing, right?
Maybe.
Right. So only men could compete in this event, and with speed, spectating, and weather issues, it was completely taken off from the Olympic Games list.
Wow.
진짜.
Wow.
I
And
didn't know.
this one's really interesting. Shooting a running deer.
Oh,
So
what?
it's part
Oh,
of-
no, wow.
So actually, it's a shooting game. It was
So
part
hunting.
of yes, it was part of Olympic program from 1908 to 1948.
That makes sense in the olden days, right?
In 1952 to 56. I think it makes sense, but feels kind of recent though.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. So
We're
there
not
was a
talking
deer-shaped target.
It
It
was
was
a real deer.
I thought it was a real deer.
깜짝이야.
Okay, sorry, I didn't read the whole thing.
나도. I thought it was like, but I mean, it makes sense because 옛날에 hunting was like a sports, right? In the olden days, ancient time. So it makes sense when they're making a running deer to shoot, but
I guess.
I mean, now we don't need to really. I think we just have to shoot the board nowadays, right?
Yeah, the round targets.
Exactly.
It's not exactly a
굳이
deer shape.
그렇게 사슴 모양 만들고 해야 되나, right?
그러니까.
And there's also art competitions.
Wow.
Wow, what is this? All of the entered artworks had to be inspired by sport and had to be original.
Wow.
진짜. And there were actually 5 categories: architecture, literature, music, painting, and sculpture. What? This was in the Olympic Games.
So
진짜.
maybe it was like the subcategory, like while the Olympics were happening, they
Right.
do the like
art there.
culture type of thing.
This is so 애매해 because how do you define what's a good art?
I know.
Creativity and like it's very subjective,
Mhm.
objective. I don't know.
Sure.
Right. So they were actually removed because most participants were professionals, and the International Olympic Committee opposed professional competitions back then.
Oh, I see.
So
Like usually Olympics mind itself is amateurs.
Right.
So like professionals aren't really allowed. So they
Right.
get the wild cards.
그치?
So I guess most of the art guys like they're all paid. So
Right. Oh, that's so
It's a little different.
애매해, 진짜. I think we have a lot of more messages here to read. Should we go through 홍당무 case?
오케이.
maybe?
요즘 셀럽들이 많이 한다는 번지 피지오 해보고 싶어요. 이게
What's that?
번지 점프와 피지오테라피가 합쳐진 이름이래요.
이?
놀이기구처럼 즐기면서 칼로리 소모도 많고 관절에도 무리가 없고 체형 교정도 된다면서 요즘 알아보고 있어요. 전에 발레를 했어서 조금 익숙할 것 같기도 해요.
Wow, so let's listen and knows ballet, so this will not be hard. It says called bungee physio.
So it's a mixture of bungee jump and then physiotherapy.
How does it work? Oh my god, no.
So I'm guessing, I'm just in my mind. So you put a string on your leg and you hang
Right.
that person,
I
right?
know, right?
It should
I think
be, and
so.
then you're doing like some kind of exercise on it.
그런 거 같다. 피지오
그러니까.
번지 점. 아 설마 꼭대기 가서 뭐 번지 점핑처럼 이렇게 너 뛰는 거 아니겠지? That's so crazy. Wow.
That is.
I have to search about it. That's really something new to me.
It is. I've never
Cloud
heard of it.
Chaos 때 근데 운동하는 거 하는 거는 엄청 싫어하는데 경기 보는 것을 좋아하는 걸 보면 대리 만족으로 즐기는 것 같기는 해요. 안 됩니다. 직접 하셔야 칼로리 소화됩니다. You know?
맞아요.
You have to exercise, don't just watch it.
맞아요.
Rachel Lee also saying.
희귀한 운동은 해본 적 없고 어릴 때 승마 배웠었는데 잘 타는 편이라고 까불다가 말에서 한번 떨어진 적이
Oh
있었어요.
no!
그 이후로는 소심하게 말 탔었던 기억이 납니다.
Right. Oh wow. It's not really a rare thing, but actually riding a horse, right?
Riding a horse is pretty rare in a way.
그쵸.
You don't,
사실.
especially in Korea. Like I don't know about other countries, but it's very in Korea.
Right. And this is she actually fell from the horse, and after that she became very careful about it. Oh, 조심해야 돼요, 그거. 옛날에 remember the guy Superman, the very original actor? He fell from the horse,
he
and
fell from the horse.
right, and he became paralyzed afterwards.
Yes.
진짜 조심해야 돼요.
맞아요.
은빛 여우였을 때 저는 조랑말 이끄는 수레로 승부 내는 경기 해본 것이 특이했어요. 개인적으로 다이빙 좋아해요. What's that?
조랑말자, it's a donkey.
Really?
So I think she's talking about 은빈요 is talking about a race where you
Donkey
put
race?
Yeah, donkey race, but you have to have a 수레. It's like there's wheels in the.
Oh, it's like
You're
옛날.
basically riding a donkey. So
Oh my goodness. That's so crazy. 와, 신기하다. 순정어 선생님, 제가 운동을 하면 다 특이하게 보이죠. 지독하게 못해서요. Wow, this is like a very good answer. So, anything she does, it looks very special because she doesn't do it well, right? One more message.
from Sunny Lee. 특이한 운동이라면 저 어릴 때 눈체조 운동 다녔어요.
네?
초등학교 때 눈 나빠져서 눈체조 하면 좋다고 해서 다녔는데요. 그냥 가서 정말 눈알 굴리는 운동, 이쪽 모서리 저쪽 모서리 보는 그런 거였어요.
그거 해야 돼요, 여러분. 진짜.
아니 해야 되는 건 맞는데 Sunny Lee actually went around to do an exercise. Like the Sunny went somewhere.
진짜?
Like I think it's like a 학원 or something. Or
저는 지금 하고 있어요, 그거. It's like 좋아요. 이런 거 해야 나중에는 눈 건강도 좋아지고 사시도 안 되고.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we have to do that. Oh, maybe I should roll my eyes more often. Anyway, thank you so much for sharing with us. There are a lot of weird sports out there. For example, people also play like spider fighting. You know, they actually use spider to fight.
Oh.
Yeah, I think Elena was saying about that. There's so many weird kind of sports they call sports, but the most important thing is stay healthy, everybody, and enjoy the Olympics.
Yes, don't get hurt.
Don't get hurt. We're gonna be right back after listening to a few songs. First of all, we have acoustic collab with 응원가
and 시작 by 카호.
그대여 쉽지 않은 하루였죠. 마음 먹은 일 하나도 되지 않는 힘든 하루였죠. 그대의 그런 마음 알아요. 그대여 너무 바쁜 하루였죠. 마음 편히 커피 한잔할 여유도 없는 하루였죠. 그대의 그런 마음 이해해요. 꿈꾸던 세상과 많이 다른 현실에 많이 실망하고 점점 지쳐가지만 그래도 언젠가 이루어질 그대의 세상 내가 그대를 항상 응원할게요. 그대여 정말 바쁜 하루였죠. 정신없이 이리저리 치이기만 했던 하루였죠. 그대의 그런 마음 이해해요. 꿈꾸던 세상과 많이 다른 현실에 많이 실망하고 점점 지쳐가지만 그래도 언젠가 이루어질 그대의 세상 내가 그대를 항상
시작은 늘 설레게 하지 모든 걸 이겨낼 것처럼 시간을 뒤쫓는 시계바늘처럼 앞질러 가고 싶어 하지 그 어느 한 선을 넘어 저마다 삶을 향해 때론 원망도 하겠지 그 선을 먼저 넘지 말라고 I can fly the sky Never gonna stay 내가 지쳐 쓰러질 때까지 어떤 이유도 어떤 변명도 지금 내겐 용기가 필요해 빛나지 않아도 내 꿈을 응원해 그 마지막을 가질 테니 부러진 것처럼 한 발로 뛰어도 난 나의 길을 갈 테니까 지금 나를 위한 약속 멈추지 않겠다고 또 하나를 앞지르면 곧 너의 뒤를 따라잡겠지 원하는 대로 다가질 거야 그게 바로 내 꿈일 테니까 변한 건 없어 버티고 버텨 내 꿈은 더 단단해질 테니 다시 시작해 다시는 나를 잃고 싶지 않아 내 전부를 걸었으니까 원하는 대로 다가질 거야 그게 바로 내 꿈일 테니까 변한 건 없어 버티고 버텨 내 꿈은 더 단단해질 테니 다시 시작해
It is now time for the last bite on K-Ride. So this is where two of our drivers share our stories of the day and take turns and recommend songs.
Right. The song I brought into this is just very simple because I really want to thank everybody for my birthday greetings and doing everything, sending stuff, even giving me gifts. I feel really blessed about it, so I just chose a song from Psy featuring Soin Young. This is Thank You. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, so we're done for today.
Join us again tomorrow. Top Girl Gear with 전상기님 going over our favorite oldies.
And thank you for sending your messages to our Friday segment, Music to Go.
Right, we're going to say goodbye to all of you with a song by Psy. This is Thank You. I'm Alexander.
I'm Isaac. We'll meet you at the pickup zone tomorrow.
Same time.
Same place.
See you later. Happy weekend.
Bye, 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 bye.